Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments below so I know you were here. But today I'm going to talk about the ways that my business has changed my life. So, back in 2001, when I first started Avon, I had a great job. I wasn't looking for a business. I wasn't looking for anything really, except for I'm a geek and the internet was just coming out, and I was creating a website for square dancers because that was Richard and my hobby at the time. And we were creating a website that had a calendar and all this functionality that would tell when the upcoming dances were and which clubs were having dances on which nights and stuff like that. And I was just looking for a way to help me pay for it because websites were expensive back then. And I thought, well, if I sell Avon to my email list, they can purchase online and I'll make enough to pay for the website. Didn't quite work out that way at the time, but we started to build a pretty good business, just passing out books at dances. That kind of helped. That for sure helped pay for my website. The internet stuff wasn't quite there yet, but so it was about a year before we realized just what we had in our hand with Avon. Yeah, we had great jobs. We both loved our jobs, but we had those types of jobs where we felt like we were being dropped into a blender when we got there at 7 in the morning or whatever time we got there. And we just whirred around in the blender. And then at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, we just got spit out and went, oh, guess we can go home. I mean, we were just like, it was this whirlwind type, high pressure jobs both of us had. And we couldn't just take off when we wanted. We had to, we had to ask for time off, and had to be when somebody else didn't have time off, all of the things that are associated with a job. So we thought, yeah, well, we love our jobs, but what would happen if we got serious about Avon? And so we did. We got serious, and I really started working hard. And hey, it wasn't easy in the beginning because I was already working 60 to 70 hours a week, and I was commuting from Ventura to Goleta. If you know the area at all, it was an hour and a half each way. I know that sounds like when I was little, I had to walk uphill both ways. No, it really was an hour and a half each way for my commute. But I turned my car into a rolling university. I listened to audio tapes and did self-development. And it was actually amazing for me to do that while I was driving. And, so 2 years after that, I retired. And then 2 years after that, we got Richard out of his job. So, I had credit card debt. I mean, like everybody, I was spending more than I was making. And we had credit card debt. In fact, we had like 40 some odd thousand, I think close to $50,000 in credit card debt at the time. And we thought, well, as long as we're making the minimum payments, we're fine. We thought we were fine. And so part of my personal development was, I started to understand the value of getting out of debt, and we were making extra money with Avon. And you know what? When you have a second income, $500 or $1,000 a month doesn't sound like much at all, right? It doesn't sound, oh, I'm not making very much money. But when you add that on top of your day job, that's huge. $500 or $1,000 a month is huge for somebody on top of the income they're already making. And so we started putting that money towards credit card debt, and then we got that paid off, and then we started putting on our car payments and then our house payments. And by the time we retired, which was about 5 years after we started, we were debt free. And, now I have the time freedom, I still work a lot. Trust me, I do. But you know what? I get to work on my terms. I work when I want to work, not when I have a boss telling me I have to work. And if I want to leave, if I want to go out of town, I could just draw a line through my calendar and just cross out the dates. I'm not available those dates because I'm doing whatever. I'm going out of town, or I'm going hiking with Richard, or we're doing whatever we're doing. I wake up when I'm done sleeping, not when the alarm goes off. I mean, all of those things are amazing. And my home business has done that for me. I have that time freedom. But I think almost as important is the financial freedom, because it's so incredibly freeing. And we don't realize it, how much those bills bog us down. We have all those bills. It's just amazing when you don't have any bills. It's amazing how little money you really need to live off of comfortably. The only bills I have now are utilities, I have my cell phone, our house taxes and insurance on our houses and cars are paid once a year. We pay them once a year. And so we don't have to worry about paying bills anymore. And it's amazing how freeing that is. So how about you? I mean, or if you are in business, how's your business changed your life? And, and what are your thoughts about getting out of debt? What are your thoughts about debt? I would love to hear from you. So get down below and tell me in the comments what you think. Okay. Anyway, my business has changed my life dramatically. If you decide you want to join us in an Avon business, I would love to have you. So hit me up. You can go to workwithlynn.com or you can message me and I'll be happy to get you started. Otherwise, have a great day and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.